Alright, this is part 2. I have 33 minutes of my phone. This is like an hour and 6-minute video. Yeah. That's what my mother cried. She doesn't want to miss out on this life, man. The Incredibles life. Yeah, she's living an amazing, like, rich life, but she's not living the multi-billionaire life whereby I have a $300 million jet like Incredibles. I fly privately. I have my high-end yacht. I have my $500 million condo like Incredibles. See what I'm saying? I have my Bugatti, my 18 million Bugatti. Like, yeah, she wants to get like her $1 million cars. All that stuff, right? Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So Sarah? Yeah, so Zayn's I'm gonna make for $1.2 billion. So I don't know, the $9.7 billion I make on my book, I'm gonna invest $1.2 billion, $50 million into my Zayn's movie. That's to pay the cast and crew their salaries and fund the movie project. So like extras, visual effects, IMS cameras, trailers, portable bathrooms, portable showers, laundry machines, set building, food, kitchen equipment, costumes, armor, and weapons, the mask printing machines. Now they have technology where you can print your mask with machines. Um, so if you guys want to get an idea what I'm thinking of for what kind of costume the actors are wearing, the best example is the devil being an Annabelle. They're gonna wear a costume like that, the wolves. So the extras wear it. That's what you gotta give them 2 years. The extras are gonna wear the demonic mask. Even there's gonna be some children demon wolves and bats too. So the children have to wear demonic costumes too. That's why I might have to hire a psychologist because the kids might be a bit spooked out by that. But I mean, yeah, you see this? Think of like, think of think of a demonic mask. This is a scene from Annabelle. I saw this on theaters, by the way. I saw this movie on theaters. She's haunted by the demon. Is the clip here? Yeah, this is a good example here from Annabelle. So I want, so picture that picture I keep showing you of Airhead, except the actors wore like the costume and the mask. And if you think this demon here is scary, nothing compared to Zane. He's looking at devils. Look at this, guys. They wear a costume like this. See that? Yeah, see the demon in the background? Yeah. Yeah, I saw this movie on theaters, by the way. Annabelle. The Annabelle creation, that's what it's called. I saw it on theaters. Yeah, picture they wear like a costume and a mask like this for the wolves and bats. But this is what I'm thinking of for the bats, except 2.5 times scarier than this. And for the wolves, I'm thinking of that other picture I showed you guys. So imagine demons like this, guys. See that picture there? Imagine demons like that. They wear a costume and a mask like that. And you apply the visual effects towards they look like demons. And they look a bit more natural. They don't look too computery. Peter's like, Ivan, practical effects is just more work for your team. I know, Peter, but I don't like your full CGI look for Azog, man. I didn't like that, man. That's why I want the actors wearing a costume and mask like this. So the wolves will look more like this devil being the bats will look more like this devil being animal. The wolves are gonna look more like that devil that video I keep showing you, which I'm gonna show you right now. So Sarah. That's why Xanus will be a masterpiece, man. Yeah, man. This is a song, right? Yeah. Who will be scary? The wolves or bats? They're just as scary. Like that Delving Annabelle is almost just as scary as this picture here. But the wolves might perhaps be a bit more frightening. But I mean, this being here, I find a bit more frightening than the other one. But the other, that demon was freaky too. In Annabelle, there's something for Airtech guys. The actors wears a mask and a costume, and they act in it. That's why they gotta prep mentally. They're gonna be playing demons, man. The actors, the voice actors for the demonic characters. The extras too. Yeah, Airtech, the king of the south. Look at that. Demons. Peter's like, Ivan, that's a bit too much, man. That's way too scary. Like, what about the kids, Ivan? I'm like, Peter, no, I want it rated R. We tell Officer, I know what I'm doing. There's a reason why I pour all this money towards it. I want demons for my movie, and unheard of war, and unheard of action scenes, unheard of war building. Yeah, you see that? So the actors wear a mask, and they wear the costume, and then they apply the visual effects towards it. They look a bit more natural, like this video here, but they also look amazing. You can tell this is a combination of CGI and practical effects. You get the balance of both, right? He looks amazing, but he looks a bit more natural. He doesn't look too computery like Azog in The Hobbit. Some Sarah. Yeah. He's the king of the south. Look at that, guys. A demon. Look at that. That's freaky, yeah, man. That's freaky. Yeah, man. That's freaky shit. Look at that, guys. The king of the south, Aratat. Yeah, man. The king of the south, Aratat. So, Sarah. So Peter, I'll pay him his $85 million base for his for the movie, and I'll give him $150 million of the merch and $500 million for the box office royalties. But he doesn't get any money off the game. You can convince me as best you can that he's not getting a piece of the game, and Mel Gibson's not getting a piece of the game either. So Peter signed like a $735 Canadian deal, which is like an $890 93 New Zealand, almost a $900 million deal. But if Peter wants his 900, I can give him 160 of the merch, and I think with that he's making 85 plus 160 plus 510. 755. So Peter now makes his 900. Let me go to currency. Canadian to New Zealand. This is New Zealand, obviously. So if I pay him 755, Peter signed a 901. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just give Peter $160 million of the merch and 510 of the movie box office. That way he makes his 901 million. He makes his 900. So a 755 Canadian deal, which is a 901 million $30 million deal. $901 million deal, pretty much. 900. I get confused with the zeros. 901 million deal for Peter Jackson. So he's walking away with 500 plus million in his bank. Because 900 million after taxes is like $570 million. Peter's agent takes 10% of that. So what's 10%? 10% of 570 million is 57 million dollars. So Peter's pulling in his five. So let's say 570 subtract 57. There's 900 million is about $570 million after taxes. So Peter's agent is taking $57 million of his money. So 570 subtract 57. Peter's walking away with $530 million in his bank for 5 years of work. So he made his $500 million. Then Mel Gibson gets his 56 million base, and he gets his 55 million for the merge, and he gets 280 million for the box office. But if he's greedy, you can give him 290 if you want, and he signs like a 300 million deal. Mel Gibson, MasterCard are both directors, but Peter's bigger than Mel. That's why I'm paying more money. Ivan, can I get an $600 then? I don't know, like Peter. No, $900 is enough. Stop being greedy. This is double what you made for Lord of the Rings. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I looked online. Here's what it says on Wikipedia. The announcement was made. This is article back in 2007. The announcement was made mainly because New Zealand Mr. Jackson and his partner Fran Walsh filed a lawsuit against New Line in 2005 as they believed New Line owed them much more money than they received for the Lord of the Rings trilogy as shown to them by the partial audit of the Fellowship of the Ring. Here's another thing. Why did Peter Jackson sue New Line? I'll talk about this for a sec. Because I know he's a greedy pig. I'm going to read this here. This is why Peter Jackson is a greedy pig. But they owe him money. If they owe him money, they owe him money, obviously. Okay. In his lawsuit, Mr. Jackson claimed that New Line committed fraud in its handling of the revenues generated by 2001's The Fellowship of the Ring. They withheld money from him, obviously. It's in the book, by the way. He was underpaid by millions. After making $250 million, right? The suit does not specify a damage award, but in an interview last week, his lawyer said that after New Line applied, this is NewYorkTimes.com, by the way, a reputable site, obviously. The news does not specify a damage award, but in an interview last week, his lawyer said that after New Line applied its contract interpretation from Fellowship to the other two movies, Mr. Jackson was underpaid by as much as $100 million of the trilogy. So, according to the New York Times, Jackson was supposed to get $350 million, not $250 million. They withheld $100 million from Peter Jackson, and that's how you know he's a greedy pig. But if they did that, that's obviously dirty accounting and it's evil, obviously. Yeah, I'll keep reading here. Lawsuits in Hollywood are as common as hobbits. This is from New York Times. How we know I'm not making it up. See New York Times here? You can see New York Times. This is a reputable site. Lawsuits in Hollywood are as common as hobbits in Middle-earth. What makes Mr. Jackson's suit draw such widespread interest here, other than his clout in the industry and the amount at stake, it's one specific allegation about New Line's behavior. The suit charges that the company used preemptive bidding, meaning a process closed to external parties, rather than open bidding for subsidiary rights such as Lord of the Rings books, DVDs, and merchandise. Therefore, New Line received far less than market value for these rights, the suit says. Obviously. Yeah, that's all I'm going to read. So, yeah, so Peter, I heard, got $250 million for Lord of the Rings, but according to that article, they owed him another $100 million. So according to the article, you guys heard me read it, right? Yeah. Sarah? Yeah. Peter got $250 million for Lord of the Rings. According to that article, they owed him an additional $100 million. If I'm correct, I might be off. I might have read it wrong, but I think they owed him $100 million. And Peter took him to court, and they settled an agreement. I don't know what agreement they settled, but they must have paid him the money, or the money they owed him, they must have paid him that for the Hobbit movie. I don't know. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I don't have sources. I don't know. I just base it based off what they wrote in the book. This book here. See Peter there? You know what I'm saying? The greedy pig, right? The greedy pig, Peter Jackson. And I searched online. That's how you know, guys. I'm not making it up. Peter was owed money, and Bob Michael ripped him off, man. Don't do it to your directors, man. They're gonna lose respect for you. So Sarah. So I want Eretep to look like the devil being in Annabelle. Sorry. I want Ephesus to look like that devil being Annabelle, except scarier than that, and he looks more like a bat. And I want Eretep to look like that devil being I just showed you. And my idea for what costumes I'm thinking of is the devil being Annabelle. The actors wear this mask and they wear this costume. A body costume. Not just the face, like they have a body costume too. And they wear this mask. Some Sarah. That's why I was saying it's gonna be a masterpiece, man. A masterpiece. And I'm making it for $1.2 billion, $50 million. Biggest budget movie ever made, guys. Because Peter's greedy, he wants that. Now that I offered him a 900 million New Zealand deal, he's gonna push for the $1 billion deal. He's greedy. I mean, can I get an $650 million that higher than Mike Peter? No. $900 million is enough. The only way I'll give you 600 million, 600, 650, 700 million is if I make like 13, 14, 15, 16 billion off the book. I know I'm gonna pull in maybe 10 off the movie. You can get your 600, 650 million deal. If I make only 9 billion off the book, chances are I'm going to make maybe $6.5 billion off the movie. I'm not going to give you any more than $510 million. Give Peters 510, that way he makes his 900. Give him $160 million for the merch, and his 85 million, 100 million, 101 million New Zealand base deal for him. That's a good deal for him. Some Sarah. Yeah, and he also gets money for the releases. I can pay Peter a couple million for the releases. Every release you get like, I don't know, $4 or $5 million or something like that. Or you can give him more. You can give him 10 or something like that. Give him $10 million for royalty check for each re-release. So if I do a special edition and I release it, Peter gets a $10 million check. Mel Gibson, you can give him $5 million. Some Sarah. The reason why I'm giving Peter $10 million is he's big, man. He's a billionaire, so make sure he gets paid. Whereas the actors only get like $250. The biggest actors, I can give them $250,000 for the re-releases. The Rising Stars $300K. The A-listers, I can give them $500K for each release for the movies. So Idris Elba, Andy Serkis, Don Cheadle, Angelina Bassett. You know what I'm saying? They all get like $500K for all my releases of my movies. That's a good paycheck for them. John Boyega, you can give him $300,000. Yvonne Georgia gets $250K, and Danielle Minette gets $250K. Some Sarah. Those are B-list actors. Yeah. And the bigger ones, you can give them $1 million. Before I said $250K, no, the bigger A-listers, you can give them $1 million for all re-releases of my movie. They're not getting any more than $1 million. That's a lot of money for a release. You got $1 million royalty check for each release. Because they're advertising for a movie, every time I release my movie in special edition, I'm gonna have special edition releases. They get a royalty check. But don't forget, your agent's also taking 10% of that too. Don't forget that. Your agent takes 10% of everything you make. Peter, I'll give him $10 million for each release till he passes away. And once he passes away, he no longer receives the checks. I'm not going to give you $10 million checks to your family. No, until you pass away. God forbid. I hope you live a long life. Obviously, you get your $10 million check, and once you pass away, you stop receiving the checks. That's my deal. Or you can give the money to their families if you want, but I mean, their families are not involved in the movie. That's why I'm not going to give their families money, obviously. It's only them who are in the movie who get the money. And that's where my comment about the water, guys. Amen. I show you the mod beings. Now you guys understand how scary Earth will be. For my world, I want it to look like this, guys. So Ivan, what are you thinking of for the mountain of Gilead? I'm thinking of like a green mossy mountain. A mossy mountain for the mountain of Gilead, where Ephesus and all them live. But why doesn't Google show me that picture? I posted it on my Twitter. I can't find that picture. I'll say Green Mountain. Chromecast. Let's see if it pops up. Oh yeah, my idea for Cyrus is something like this, guys, by the way. I'm thinking something like this for the land of Cyrus. It's an advanced medieval world. You have a farmland, but you have this look, this beautiful look. This is my idea for Cyrus, guys. Why isn't it showing up? Yeah, here. See this picture here? This is my idea for the farmland of Cyrus. Like, you have this thing and you have, like, homes. It's kind of similar to The Hobbit, but it's not. It's different. It's an advanced medieval world. That's what I'm thinking of for Cyrus, by the way. Yeah. I saw this picture on Chromecast. I didn't post on my Twitter. I only posted the other two pictures. This is what I'm thinking of for Cyrus, guys. Beautiful advanced world. Yeah, he shows you how now these pictures are what they know. But you don't want to copy the Hobbit, like the Hobbiton, where you have like the holes where the hobbits live. You don't want to copy it. But you like Cyrus is a beautiful land. It's kind of on a hill. Something beautiful. Why can't I find that picture? Okay, this is the picture I keep showing you, by the way. This is what I'm thinking of for my World of Xanus. And I'm thinking of that for Cyrus. And this I'm thinking of for the veil between the north and the south. Show John Howe and all these pictures of what they know. See that? That's what I'm thinking of for the mystery between the north and the south for my movie. The Last World of Xanus. Peter, that's beautiful. Like, yeah, I know, Peter. Yeah, I mean, I understand. You don't want to look into computery. Yeah, Peter, I don't want full CGI. I don't want to look into computery. I want to mix visual effects with practical effects. And I can't find that fucking picture. Why can't I find... Oh, here it is. Here's the picture. But it's small. You can't really see it. Can I zoom into this? Okay. Yeah, here's the picture. This is why I post on Twitter. This is what I'm thinking of for the Gilead Mountains. It's mossy and green, and there's a pathway that leads into the mountains. That's where Ephesus lives. He's like, Ivan, you want the mountains to look like that? I'm like, yeah, Ivan, that's beautiful, yeah. And that's where the mosquitoes are. That's where the Gilead city is. You have 5,000 Saphians journeying through these mountains, and all the demon bats live in the fucking caverns, man. Look at that, guys. My movie would be amazing, yeah. Something like that for the mountains. Show John how all these pictures are what they know. And what they have an idea for your mountains, for the mountain of Gilead, the veiling between the north and the south, Cyrus, like that picture I just showed you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm saying, he's like, this is Brother of the Rings. I mean, yeah, he's Brother of the Rings. Ivan, seriously, you're looking at a masterpiece. How'd you come up with this, by the way? I don't know, Peter. I'm getting Ivan, like, this is Brother of the Rings, Ivan. Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece, but it's a bit boring, Ivan, the books. Your book was more interesting than Lord of the Rings, Ivan. I know, Peter. Yeah, it was a sick book. And the movie will even be better. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go have another smoke. I'll be back for the final part. I'll have like 9 minutes on my phone, guys. I'll be back in a sec, guys. I'm gonna shut this camera off. I'm not gonna leave it running because I wanna have more time to show you more stuff. I'll be back in a sec, guys. I want to hear what I'm saying.